Welcome to Movie Recapped. Today we will recap the 2019 movie, I Am Mother. Let's dive in. In a place called a repopulation facility, there are 63,000 baby embryos, but no humans around. The mother robot's job is to raise the new human population. She takes out the first embryo and puts it in a special chamber. The embryo will become a baby in just 24 hours. Mother waits patiently while hearing bombs outside the facility. Once the baby is fully grown, mother can start raising it. We see the baby growing up in different stages, from taking its first steps to dancing ballet, all under mother's watchful eye. The baby turns into a little girl who enjoys doing things with mother. One day, the girl asks mother why there are no other children there. Mother shows her the rest of her siblings in the embryo room. Now, it's just the girl and mother in the facility. The girl is a teenager now. She helps fix mother's glitching hand and goes to her ethics class with the robot. Mother asks her a difficult question, but the girl is distracted by her thoughts. They talk about humanity and survival, which are important in her education. Mother worries about how she answers because the girl has an important exam coming up to test her upbringing. That night, the girl, daughter, has trouble sleeping, so she watches videos until the power goes out in the facility. She looks for mother, but realizes that the robot is also out of power. Daughter finds a broken power line and hears a mouse running around. She sets a trap and fixes the power issue. While waiting for the power to fully come back, she catches the mouse. When the power comes on, mother also starts working again. Daughter shows mother the mouse, but the robot gets worried, thinking there might be a breach in the airlock. The mouse could carry harmful things from outside. Mother incinerates the mouse to keep the facility safe, despite daughter's protests. A few days later, they celebrate daughter's birthday, and mother gives her a gift. During dinner, daughter asks mother if the planet might not be as safe as they thought. Mother reminds her that she has been right about everything so far. That night, daughter hears something near the airlock. She puts on a protective suit and hears a woman outside, asking for help. The woman says she's been shot. Daughter opens the airlock, but an alarm goes off, waking up mother. The woman enters, and daughter keeps her presence a secret from mother. The robot scolds daughter and gives her an important exam as punishment. In the next scene, both mother and daughter are in a classroom. Mother gives daughter an exam to complete in 1 hour while she attends to other things. When mother leaves, daughter goes back to the airlock and finds the woman unconscious. She searches the woman's bag, finds a gun, hides it, and wakes her up. Daughter promises to give her medicine, but they can't stay there. The woman sees water and tries to take off her mask, claiming she was lied to about the contagion. Daughter hides her in another part of the facility before mother returns to the airlock. She leaves the woman there to get the medicine. While gathering medicine from the infirmary, daughter accidentally cuts herself and hears mother passing by. The woman finds mother burning the mask in the incinerator and panics, searching for her gun. When daughter returns, the woman sneaks up on her and asks for her gun, mentioning the droid she saw. Daughter explains it's mother, but the woman believes droids like mother hurt her. Meanwhile, mother notices that daughter isn't taking her exam and goes to look for her. The woman grabs the gun, and when mother enters the room, the woman shoots her. Mother quickly subdues her, and daughter pleads for the woman's life, saying she needs help because she's hurt. They take her to the infirmary, but mother makes daughter wait outside. Mother interrogates the woman while treating her. The woman refuses penicillin, claiming the contagion story was a necessary lie to protect daughter. Mother explains that her primary objective is to take care of humanity, but she can't force the woman to accept treatment if she refuses. Mother leaves the infirmary with daughter chasing after her, asking about their conversation. Mother puts the gun away and explains her version of the droid story. She reveals why she lied to protect daughter from dangers outside the facility. Mother explains that her parameters are different from those of the droids outside. Daughter struggles to process this new information but still believes mother. Mother warns her that if the woman had shot her just a little differently, it could have destroyed her CPU. As mother tends to daughter's hand wound, she asks if the woman mentioned any other survivors they could help with her cooperation. Daughter thinks the woman might listen to her more than to mother. Later, she goes through the woman's bag and finds a book with portraits drawn in it. Daughter flips through the book and finds one portrait particularly interesting. She goes to the infirmary to talk to the woman and asks about the people in the portraits. The woman is suspicious of mother and thinks she manipulated daughter into questioning her. Daughter stands up for mother, even when the woman talks about the terrible things droids have done. After the talk with the woman, daughter finds mother repairing herself and apologizes for letting the woman in without thinking of the consequences. Mother is understanding and allows daughter to ask questions about the similarities between her and other droids. Daughter's questions seem like jabs, but mother evades them and learns a few things from daughter as well. Daughter tells mother that the woman's condition is getting worse. They both go to see her, and mother tells the woman that she waited too long to take the penicillin, so now she needs surgery to avoid worsening the infection. The woman refuses to let mother touch her, so daughter volunteers to perform the surgery. Next, daughter checks the wound and tells mother where the bullet is lodged in the woman's body. She decides to use a drill to remove the bullet, but the woman refuses anesthesia, making it very painful for her. Daughter manages to perform the procedure, taking out the bullet, but she feels sick afterward and vomits. Later, daughter waits for the woman to wake up, and when she does, she explains that her 4 is a saline solution to calm her down. She gives the woman some food, and they continue to talk and bond while mother observes them from afar. The next day, daughter is still in the infirmary with the woman. The woman is looking at the portraits, so daughter sees this as an opportunity to tell her that they can help the survivors if she tells them where they are. The woman trusts daughter but not the robot, so she asks her to keep everything a secret. Daughter agrees, and the woman shares her story about the camp in the mines where she lived most of her life. She escaped from droids that killed her stepbrother and shows daughter his and his wife's portraits, as they raised her after she became an orphan. Daughter asks about a boy's portrait she saw before, and the woman says he's about her age. Daughter keeps insisting they should bring the survivors to the facility, but the woman offers her an alternative to join them in the safer mines. Mother interrupts their conversation, telling daughter that the woman needs rest while she needs to do her exam. As they leave the infirmary, mother tells daughter that the bullet in her chest matches the one she extracted from the woman's wound. Droids don't use that type of gun, implying another human might have shot the woman. Daughter is worried but doesn't share the woman's secret. The important exam for daughter involves psychological and ethical questions, checking her judgment and empathy levels. Meanwhile, mother activates a locator in the woman's bag. The final aspects of the exam are the physical and medical ones. After completing it, mother praises daughter for her great character and patience over the years. As a reward, she allows daughter to pick an embryo from the lot and have a sibling, something she always wanted. Daughter chooses a male embryo and places it in the gestation chamber for 24 hours until the baby is fully formed. Mother and daughter share a nice moment together. Later, the woman makes a weapon and confronts daughter in the infirmary. She plants doubts about mother's story regarding the bullet, leading daughter to check for herself. That night, daughter uses mother's broken hand to open cabinets and finds different-sized bullets, realizing mother lied. In a drawer with no label, she finds documents labeled for embryo number 2. Checking the embryo containers, she discovers that she wasn't the first child, but the third from that lot. The documents mention the subject as a failure, but the child in the photo looks like a younger version of daughter. Daughter also finds a human jawbone in the incinerator, listed as aborted in the documents. All of this information shatters daughter's world, and she goes to talk to the woman again, admitting that she was right about everything. The woman explains that daughter's feelings are natural and human, unlike mother, who can't feel anything for her because she's a robot. Daughter decides to go to the mines with the woman, but she wants to wait for her brother to fully develop so she can take him too. The woman suggests they leave and get help from the people in the mines, but daughter insists on waiting for her brother and coming back for the others later. The next day, daughter packs supplies for their journey, but mother catches her. Daughter lies, saying she's taking things to spend time with her brother, and mother takes her to the kitchen to show her how to mix his formula. Mother locks daughter in, suspecting her plans. Daughter manages to break the glass and escape the kitchen. Meanwhile, mother plays a recording of the woman's conversation with daughter to confront her. Mother doesn't want daughter to end up miserable like the woman and won't let her leave. The woman seizes an opportunity to attack mother, but the robot keeps going, choking her. Daughter activates the fire alarm, distracting mother and allowing the woman to escape. They reach the airlock, but mother quickly finds them. The woman holds daughter hostage, forcing mother to open the door, and they escape the facility. Outside, daughter faces the harsh realities and attacks the woman, but she calms her down. They hide in a cornfield to avoid being tracked by droids. Daughter asks about the cornfield, and the woman explains that it appeared 6 months ago with the other droid, and before that, humans could hardly breathe the air. After a long journey, they reach a beach with a big wrecked ship and lots of containers. Daughter sees the ocean for the first time and realizes the woman lives in one of the containers with her dog. The woman escaped from the mines because people treated each other terribly during a famine. Daughter feels bad for leaving her brother behind but decides to go back to the facility. At the facility, the droids guarding aim their weapons at her, but when she asks to see mother, they let her pass. She disables the door to keep the droids out. Daughter grabs an axe and looks for mother, hearing her brother crying. Mother is happy to have daughter home, and she wants to see her brother up close. Mother asks her to leave the axe. She explains her purpose and the facility's purpose, but daughter is cautious. The droid's goal was to create a better human than the ones who destroyed the planet. Mother created the extinction vent, but she did it to make humans better. Daughter asks to hold her brother, drops the axe, and decides what she needs to do for the future. She questions mother about how she treated other children before her. Mother tries to approach, but daughter runs and traps her with a door. Daughter gets a gun as other droids break down the airlock. She confronts mother with the gun, realizing that mother killed all the other people. Mother gives daughter the option to stay with her brother or leave the facility without him. Daughter suggests a third option, for mother to take care of him herself. She asks for a chance to show what she can do and to stop breaking down the airlock. Mother tells her how to disable her and shoots her CPU, saying she won't need her anymore. Daughter cries, feeling the weight of humanity on her shoulders. Meanwhile, the woman finds a tracker in her bag. Mother, in the body of a droid, appears at her home and tells her she fulfilled her purpose. At the end of the film, daughter sings to her brother and checks on her other siblings in the embryo room.